Hey everybody, today we're going to be talking about patch merging. This is a reminder video. I made a video about this about 5 years ago, and things have changed a little bit with patch merging, but it's something that isn't intuitive. And what I mean by that is that Logic and Apple have made this a pain in our butts, our collective butts. To use this in a way that makes any sense for anything. But I want to remind you what it is and how to use it, and talk to you about the updates that have occurred in the last couple years with this. But first, I want to make sure you know that this is a sponsored video by Ditto Music. They wanted another Logic video to come into your hands this week, and for that I say bravo for keeping up the fight with making sure you're getting content that's worth viewing. They are a company where you can upload your music to all of the streaming services, well, hundreds of them at least. And they have some unique features that I think are pretty cool. Today, I want to just make sure you know that you can do free pre-sale links, which I've had a hard time with some of my music, getting links to actual where the tracks are going to be. You can get expedited service. They can actually help you with publishing and collecting publishing royalties. So thanks Ditto Music for sponsoring this video. As you know, I've experimented with a bunch of these services, and the jury's always out. But I love it when we have additional companies pushing forward and making sure that we as the consumer get the very best deal possible. So right into patch merging. What is it? So patch merging is something in the bottom left corner of your screen. Has this little circle with 3 dots. And there's a few different things with this, but one of the options in there is called Enable Patch Merging. And so what we have with this, I'm going to just expand that a little bit. 4 different buttons: MIDI effects, instruments, audio effects, and sends. In the past, the sends, they would all be lit up with blue, no matter what, when you turn this on. Now, when I turn this on, the sends stay gray. This is one of the biggest new features of this. That just means that if I come in here and let me just create a new instrument track, and I say, ooh, studio strings, or piano, Steinway, and you'll see that when I do that, it adds the instrument, effects, and sends. I'm going to undo for a second, and I'm actually going to come in here and enable patch merging again. Long story. I'll explain that little bit of frustration in a minute. But I just enabled it. You'll see the sends is still gray. I want to come back into the piano, Steinway, and you'll see this time there's no sends. This can be really exciting if you're doing this without patch merging and you want to use the presets, because every time you add one, you're likely to get 2 more buses, sometimes 3 buses. And nobody wants all those extra buses in your project with all the extra reverbs and stuff attached to it that you might not even want to use. So enable patch merging, make sure the sends are turned off, and then you can load up the patches and it won't automatically create all that stuff. Here's the frustration. First of all, I'm just going to create a new instrument track. I have that one selected. And you'll see when I do that, it's automatically turned off. It's like they closed that menu down. So I have to re-enable it. That's a pain in the butt. It really is. And so I think that that right there is kind of an annoyance, that it just goes away. And if I have this open, save my project, reopen my project, it's closed again. So they've made some steps forward by making sure that the choices are remembered, but it doesn't leave this window open all the time. So the next time you're running a session and you want to add some new tracks, just get in the habit of coming down here, enable patch merging each time, so that way you can determine which things will pop up when you choose one of the presets. Or bypass that completely and just learn which instruments you want to use and build your presets and save them yourself. So that way you don't have to deal with that at all. But I get it. I have my favorite presets and I have my favorite instruments that I load from the library. But I don't like the sends. I don't like them adding sends each time I do that. I want to be able to control all of that on my own with the reverbs that I'm already putting on things. Okay, that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, we'll do some more videos soon.